Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, what I'm going to be doing is picking my June TBR. So I have decided to pick my own TBR this month just because I've got a few books I want to read, a few series I want to start, so I just thought I'd pick my own. But yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be doing, so let's get into the video. So the first book I've picked for the month of June is Return to the Delegate Dream Department Store by Mai Lee, and I read the first one of these a couple of months ago, so I am wanting to finish this duology. So I decided to pick this one. The covers on these are absolutely beautiful, so can we just have a moment to appreciate that, because I love it. It's just so colourful and I love a colourful book cover. So yeah. This one says on the back, it's been a year since Penny first walked through the doors of Delegate Dream Department Store, and surviving a year at the store means one thing. She is now an official employee of the dream industry. She can finally take the commuter train to the company district, where all the dream production companies are located, and discover how all raw dream materials and testing equipment are produced. But there's a lot more to the company district than meets the eye. At the Civil Complaints Centre, Penny learns about the regular customers who have stopped coming to the store. As she gets to the bottom of each complaint, she begins to transform from simply selling dreams to understanding what lies in the hearts of their lost regulars. So, the same as the first one, this follows the Delegate Dream Department Store, and it's basically this store that you go to when you're asleep and they sell you dreams. And that's basically the main concept of the book, but obviously there's things that happen along the way. The first one I did quite enjoy. It was a cosy, nice little read, so I'm hoping this one's going to be the same. And I think it'll be a nice one as the warmer weather starts coming in. So yeah, this one's book one. For book two, I decided to pick Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young, and I've seen a lot about this duology online and I really want to get it started, so I thought no time like the present. This one says, Winifred Wynne McNulty has always been wildly independent, and not one to be coddled for her limb difference. Wynne has spent most of her life trying to prove that she can do it all on her own. With some minor adjustments, she's done just fine. Hooking up at a costume party with the incredibly charming Beau changes everything. Wynne finds herself pregnant and decides to keep the baby. While Beau is surprisingly elated to step up to the plate, Wynne is unsure of whether she can handle this new challenge. Together, Wynne and Beau decide to get to know one another as friends and nothing more, while they embark on this parenting journey together. But, as they both should know by now, life rarely goes according to plan. So there is a pregnancy trope in this one, so if that's not your thing, then you probably won't like it. But I am curious to read it because I do like a nice romance in the summer. So I thought this one would be a good one to pick up in the month of June. So this is book two. So the next three books are the start of series, and they are the start of series that I should have started a long time ago. But like I said earlier, there is no time like the present. Let's get them started this month. So the next book, and book three on my June TBR, is Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. And this is one of the Boys of Tommen books. They are everywhere on the internet. Everybody raves about these. I have never personally read them. I'm not really a massive fan of sports romance, so I'm curious to see whether I like these or not. It is something I'm wanting to get more into, so I thought that this series might be a good one to help with that. This one says, when two worlds collide, nothing will ever be the same again. Johnny Cavanagh has everything going for him. Primed from stardom, on the rugby pitch he's a force to be reckoned with. Nothing will stop him hitting the height, not even the shy new girl at Tommen College, with sad eyes and hidden bruises. The one that distracts him as no one ever has. Life has never been easy for Shannon Lynch. She arrives at the prestigious private school praying for a fresh start, desperate to shake off the demons that plague her. On her very first day, she encounters the notorious Johnny Cavanagh. Instantly drawn to him, Shannon finds herself once again the target of bullies as she forms a fragile alliance with rugby's rising star. But as they fall into a complicated friendship and grapple with their undeniable chemistry, Johnny and Shannon cannot foresee the obstacles that will threaten their blossoming relationship. I think this one's an unlikely friendship that turns into a romance. Like I say, I have heard such amazing things about this series, and I'm really curious to see whether I like it or not. So I thought it'd be a good one as we're coming into the summer months. I do like a romance in summer, so I thought it'd be a good time to start the series, to be honest. So yeah, this is book 3 on my June TBR. For book 4, again, it is the start of another series, and it is Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. This one has been on my TBR for a long time. I bought this series probably over a year ago now, and I just haven't got around to starting it. I wanted to finish Throne of Glass first because I think it might be slightly similar in the fact that they've got a strong female character and it's about the evolution of her character, if that makes sense. So I didn't want to read it at the same time as Throne of Glass because of confusing them. So I've been holding on to this series and I'm curious to start it. So again, no time like the present. I'm saying that a lot in this video. This one says, Soldier, Summoner, Saint. Alina Starkov is a soldier. When her regiment is attacked while crossing the Shadowfold, a swath of unnatural darkness crawling with monsters, Alina unleashes dormant magic not even she knew she possessed. Now Alina will enter a lavish world of royalty and intrigue as she trains with the Grisha, her country's magical military elite, and falls under the spell of their notorious leader, the Darkling. He believes Alina can summon a force capable of destroying the Shadowfold and reuniting their war-ravaged country, but only if she can master her untamed gift. But as Alina unlocks the secrets of her past, she will make a dangerous discovery that could threaten all she loves and the very future of a nation. So, yeah, like I say, strong female lead, the evolution of her character. This sounds like it's right up my street, and I'm really excited to get into this universe. I've heard mixed reviews online. Some people love this, some people hate this, but it's my kind of book, so I think I'm going to really like it. I hope I'm really going to like it. So yeah, this is book 4. And for book 5, again, we've got the start of another series, and this is one I've wanted to read for, again, the longest time. And it is Wicked by Gregory Maguire. And like I've said in previous videos, if you know me, you know I am a massive musical theatre fan. I've seen this musical live. I went to see the film adaptation last year, the part 1 of the film adaptation. So I am really curious to get into this universe and see what the books are like. I've heard these are very different from the musical, so I'm curious to see what similarities and differences they have. So yeah, I want to start this series in the month of June. This one says, in this classic tale of good and evil, what if we weren't told the whole story? Long before Dorothy follows the yellow brick road and triumphs over the Wicked Witch of the West, a little girl with emerald green skin is born in the land of Oz. Elphaba grows up to be smart and prickly, a lonely outsider with an extraordinary talent for magic. Arriving at university, she dares to believe she might finally fit in. But Oz isn't the haven she dreamed of. Some of its citizens are in grave danger, and Elphaba is determined to protect them from the wizard's power. And when the world declares her a wicked witch, Elphaba takes matters into her own hands. So this book and series follows the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz, and it's her backstory. It's a bit of a prequel to The Wizard of Oz, and like I say, I love the musical, so I'm really curious to see how the book ties in with that. So I'm really looking forward to this one. So yeah, this is book 5. So just a little recap, the 5 books I picked for the month of June are Return to the Delegate Dream Department Store by Mai Lee, Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young, Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo, Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh, and Wicked by Gregory Maguire. So they are the 5 books that I picked for the month of June. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did enjoy it, please like, comment and subscribe underneath, and I will see you all again next week.